Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network. Michael Dole with you here, and joining me, of course, my sidekick, Taz, in the broadcast booth. And tonight on Smackdown, titles on the line here in Buffalo, New York. The television champion will be defending. All right, wrestling fans, we're back, and look who's here.
Is that who I think it is? Oh my God. This is $1 million man, Ted DiBiase.
$1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. What is he doing here on Smackdown?
I can only imagine, but I've got a funny feeling we're going to find out. Tell you what, you never know what's going to happen here. Well. Apparently it's a new dawn here in the WWE. And for my money, not a moment too soon. Now, I've been watching a lot of great talent get put to waste. But there's one name in particular, one person that I've got to have come out here and explain something to me. Someone I know well. Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel coming out to the ring at the request of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. I can only imagine.
Well, it's a different look for Curtis Axel as well. We haven't seen him in actual wrestling attire, so to speak, in a long time.
It's been a long time, Ted, since you and I have seen each other. What have you got on your mind? Well, it has been a long time, and that's because you and I, we go way back. I knew your father. I knew your grandfather. What I can't figure out is what the hell's wrong with you. You've let them relegate you to this embarrassing position in the roster. Look, do you think I've been happy with the way things have been? Do you think I asked for this? I know my bloodline. I know my capabilities. I know what my father and grandfather would expect from me. But there are powers that hold you down in this company, Ted. You of all people know that. Well, I also know where there's a will, there's a way, and money talks. I am offering my services both through experience and financial backing, because it is time for the Hennig name to mean something again. Well, I appreciate that offer. And I'd be a fool to say no. So if you've got a plan, I am more than willing to listen, because I have had about as much of this B-team bullshit as I can take.
Well, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but clearly outspoken Curtis Axel here tonight. All right, fans, welcome back once again to WWE Smackdown Live. Things getting off to an interesting start. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, walked out here and brought Curtis Axel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
As we take a look at Cole Quinn, independent scenes, but we have not actually seen a lot of him here. He hasn't done very much in the way of win-losses, I can tell you that right now.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like he's put together too bad, but whether or not he's got what it takes to beat a guy like Kofi Kingston, a former World Heavyweight Champion, that's another thing to be seen.
Well, here comes Kofi.
From Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Well, Kofi Kingston, the last man standing here on SmackDown. Both of his partners were drafted over to Raw.
Indeed they were. The New Day, 2/3 of them over on Monday Night Raw. Kofi Kingston left behind here on SmackDown to fend for himself.
Well, at the same time, we know one thing. He's already been the World Heavyweight Champion, so he can get things done one-on-one, even though he's been predominantly part of a team. He has a food handling license to be distributing food like that to the audience.
I have no idea, but again, things have been shaken up here in the WWE. The roster changes are official. We posted them on the Nation Network for all of you to see. And we have some last-minute trades that went down. We'll give you an update on that later in the program.
Exciting times here in the WWE, no two ways about it.
Kofi going for that lunging clothesline, nobody home.
Cole Quinn thought he had an answer, but just like that, Kofi changes the question. Somebody said that once.
Series of punches and kicks now at Kofi Kingston, unloading on this youngster.
Oh, he went for that belly-to-back suplex, and that worked against him. Nice move right there by Kofi. Turns it into a bulldog, driving the head of Cole Quinn into the canvas.
And now Kofi Kingston straddling him up on that top rope and finishing with that uppercut.
Well, Kofi not too happy about the fact that his two partners traded to another brand.
Well, a lot of teams have been splintered here in the WWE as a result of the WWE draft that took place on Monday Night Raw one night ago. Friends are now on opposing brands. And again, Kofi goes up top and hammering down with a fist.
Big knee strike right there to the head, Kofi Kingston. Now he's just talking it up. When a performer's gotten to the heights and the levels that Kofi has, it's real hard when you get a setback to deal with it sometimes.
Well, he's dealing with this one pretty well right now.
Yeah, he is, but again, who's he going up against? Cole Quinn, you know. He's still getting this crowd involved.
And now Cole Quinn with a shot to the midsection. Here's the Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes.
Yeah, I wasn't going to last too long, and I had a feeling.
Now Kofi Kingston with that big forearm, rolling into a monkey flip, takes him out to the middle of the ring.
Now Kofi goes to get him off the canvas. Oh, that backfired.
Well, speaking of backfires, he goes for another boot to the midsection, does Cole Quinn. Oh, wait a minute. This could be it right here.
Yeah, he's setting him up. Trouble in paradise, baby.
And I believe Cole Quinn is out.
Now, I don't know. It took him a long time to drag him over the middle of the ring. Let's see if the referee can get 3 on the canvas.
Cole Quinn was watching the referee's hand the whole time and was able to kick out at the last moment. And now Kofi with that gut buster down across the knee.
Big clothesline right there, Cole Quinn. He felt that one, I know he did. Nice move.
He sidestepped the onslaught of Kofi Kingston, sent him out to the floor here at the arena. Coming to you again live from Buffalo, New York with Smackdown here on the Nation Network, fans. As Kofi continues the assault. There's a pop-up Hurricane Rana, nicely done.
Yeah, Cole Quinn right now, I think he's bitten off a little more than he can chew. You got Kofi in and he's in rare form. Oh my goodness!
Kofi Kingston just went airborne over the top rope and he took out Cole Quinn.
What a freaking move right there. And I've seen some high flyers over the years, but that was impressive.
Kofi Kingston definitely feeling it right now, and Cole Quinn paying the price.
Another big clothesline right there by Kofi. Yeah, I call him Kofi. You know, we go way back.
Well, here comes Kingston again. Big elbow, and it comes down on the head.
Yeah, it looks like he might have busted him open a little bit there. Could be a trickle of blood.
Snapmare now takes Kofi Kingston over, swing and a miss by Cole Quinn. Belly to back suplex, and it's perfectly executed right there by Kofi Kingston. Kingston now hits the ropes. Boom drop.
Yeah, that boom drop caught him, no doubt.
Kofi now waiting for him to get back up to his feet. And he does. And there's the pin. He's got him. Leg is hooked. And Kofi gets the victory.
Most impressive victory for Kofi Kingston.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, your winner. Wait a minute, what's going on here? What is happening? Oh my goodness. Who?
Is that who I think it is?
Those are the Forgotten Sons.
It is the Forgotten Son.
Well, if I'm Kofi Kingston, I wouldn't want to be in the ring right now. Why are they here?
I got no idea, man, but they're here for sure. And you're right, Kofi better get out of there.
As they head up to the ring, and now wait a minute, they're going after Kofi. Kofi's down. Kofi Kingston is down. What are they doing?
Kofi's in a whole world of trouble, and it's about to get worse.
They have Kofi Kingston up in the air. And it's going to be a powerbomb.
Oh, man, the impact of that one. You've got to be kidding me.
Ladies and gentlemen, SmackDown will never be the same. The Forgotten Sons have just made their mark on SmackDown here in the WWE. All right, fans in the ring, look at this. That's Baron Corbin and Cedric Alexander.
It's a different look for Baron Corbin right now, I'll tell you that.
We'd have seen some ring entrances too, except for the fact that 2K20 makes you have to do everything manually.
Overhead belly to belly now. Look at this. Baron Corbin really doing a number on this guy.
Well, Baron Corbin has been all sorts of things here in the WWE, including a corporate stooge. However, this is a little bit of a different look. Gone is the King Corbin.
Yeah, this is more non-in-your-face, or more in-your-face, I should say. You see him going to work right here on Cedric. He's just not having no part of this.
And now Cedric with some chops to the back of the leg, but Baron Corbin has the answers, and there's a clothesline.
Anytime you got this big a size and weight differential, the strength of Corbin is going to be monumentally in his advantage. And there you go with a Samoan drop of all things. Cedric, he's going to have to get on the bicycle. There's no two ways about it. He can't stand toe-to-toe with this guy.
Well, right now, he can't even get away from him. Baron Corbin just sending him from corner to corner and dropping him now on the turnbuckle. Stiff forearm sets him up and down. Corbin with a punch to the side of the head. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he caught him with a code breaker.
And Cedric felt like he was going to turn this thing around, perhaps.
Oh, he comes out the back door here and drops him on his head. But look at Corbin right back up to his feet.
Irish whip sends him to the ropes. Down goes Corbin. Now Baron Corbin up with a backbreaker.
Not just a backbreaker, man. He got him in a choke slam first, and then he put him into a backbreaker. That's tough. Either one of those moves would be tough on its own, but to do both.
Oh, that's it. End of days. It's over.
That is an impressive finishing maneuver. And finish him he did.
Tremendous victory right here from Baron Corbin. Drafted to Smackdown Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, we are going to see the television championship. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's not done. Don't start talking yet, man. He's not finished with him yet.
Baron Corbin has lost it. He has snapped. Fans will be back with more SmackDown wrestling action in just a moment. Unbelievable. All right, in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman,
my old boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the new biggest thing in wrestling, Braun Strowman. My client is your reigning, your defending, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. And my client would like to get the respect he so rightfully deserves. For many months now, he has been pushed to the limits of the brass ring only to come up short. But that all changed at WrestleMania now, didn't it? And if you think things changed then, wait until you see what happens in the new WWE. My client is not going to sit back and be second fiddle to anyone ever again. My client is going to be here in 1 week's time. And he asked me to share this message with all of you here in attendance, all of you watching on the WWE Network, otherwise known as the Nation Network, and especially to all of you listening to my voice in the locker room. In 1 week's time, Braun Strowman will be here, and he will show you why he is the unbeaten, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, and why no one man will ever be able to beat him again. Well, Braun Strowman going to be here next week. The champ's going to be in town. All right, fans, it's been a busy night here in the WWE. Here we go. It's Tyler Breeze.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from seasonal residences. Weighing in at 212 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Super good looking, every hair in place.
Yeah, well, Tyler Breeze, I'll tell you right now, calls himself Prince Pretty, and I guess he kind of is, but geez. Hey, whatever floats your boat, what am I going to say?
Tyler Breeze taking center stage for the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about the draft. Since the draft concluded, there were a couple of last-minute trades made backstage, which include Dakota Kai coming over from Monday Night Raw, now joining the Smackdown roster. In exchange, Jeff Hardy has joined the Raw roster. And then we put it up to you, the fans, to vote on who stays and who goes. There were 4 names, and the decisions have been made. Apollo Crews will be leaving SmackDown as Samoa Joe comes to the ring.
From Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds,
Samoa Joe, this is the guy I really appreciate and respect. He and I got very similar styles, and I feel like this guy has always been held back. I don't know why they won't turn the reins loose on the big man and let him do everything he's capable of doing, but maybe now with a new day and a new dawn, maybe finally he'll get the opportunity to be all he can be.
No doubt about that. Well, Apollo Crews, as I was starting to say, is now a member of the Raw roster, and Andrade remaining here with that television title. Coming to SmackDown will be Roman Reigns.
Yeah, when he's able to.
And going and remaining, I should say, on the Raw roster will be Sami Zayn. Well, to your point, Roman Reigns right now, we don't know when he'll be able to wrestle after what happened to him a week ago.
Yeah, well, Braun Strowman didn't just take that title, man. In that return match, he brutalized him.
All right, bell rings in right away. Samoa Joe, a man with an attitude problem right now.
Yeah, he's going after Tyler like he owes him money.
Both men went for the same thing and neither connecting. Now the Irish whip to the rope. Samoa Joe back out front, and Tyler Breeze caught him.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze doing pretty good for himself against the big man thus far. Better than I would have expected.
Winds up the arm, and now he's got the hammerlock on, but Samoa Joe with that back elbow right in the head. Collar and elbow. Look at the strength of Samoa Joe.
Yeah, well, we know he's going to have a strength advantage. Give me a break. Tyler Breeze looks like he needs to eat a couple more sandwiches. Meantime, you look at Joe. He ain't missed a meal yet.
Another swing and another miss, and Samoa Joe once again belly to backside suplex, nicely done.
Yeah, Joe's just going to take his shots on this kid every chance he gets. This is a guy who's been around the wrestling world for a long time. He has wrestled everywhere you can imagine, and then some. Nice move right there by Tyler Breeze, though, catching him on his way in. Spinning back fist, oh man! Let me tell you how bad that hurts. Better yet, let me show you.
Thanks, just the same. I'll take your word for it. German suplex. Here's that Irish whip once again into the ropes. Catches him, coming off with a power slam. And now Samoa Joe with a senton.
That's over 200 and probably 80 pounds. I didn't hear what he weighed in at, but I'll tell you right now, it all came right down on the chest.
Another side suplex planting Tyler Breeze, and he's going to roll out to the apron trying to get away for a moment. Samoa Joe just sends him all the way out to the floor. Now what is he going to do?
Well, right now he ain't going to do nothing.
Referees count. And he catches the leg of Tyler Breeze.
Oh, he just whipped him, and he might have gone into those steps.
Joe makes sure he beats the count back in, and now Tyler follows in suit. There's a clothesline, and down goes Tyler Breeze. He is in trouble.
Went for the big punt, even though the NFL season may not be going off on time. Samoa Joe getting some punt practice in.
Belly to belly suplex, and that is it. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Tyler caught him.
He surprised him right there with that roll-up, and he gets a 1 count.
And now Samoa Joe has him up in the air. Tremendous suplex, and now Tyler Breeze out to the apron.
Oh, he's going to bring him in the hard way.
Overhead belly to belly suplex. Can you believe it? And now once again up and a side slam.
Samoa Joe right now, he's feeling it.
Here's the Irish whip, and now Samoa Joe out to the apron. Tyler Breeze.
Well, he thought he had this thing turned around maybe, but he doesn't.
Gets out of trouble in the nick of time, no less, and now Tyler Breeze dropped with a DDT.
Tremendous clothesline. Oh my God, he just threw him backwards with that impact.
Samoa Joe taunting Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'd play with this kid. He's already had a couple of moments where he's pulled something out of his butt and almost pulled out the win.
There's a float over DDT, and that stuns Joe.
Swing and a miss. Joe just a step behind, but that's where the strength advantage comes into play.
Some big right hands, and Tyler in trouble. Samoa Joe has him up in the air. What's he going to do with him? The buckle bomb. Wait a minute.
Oh my God, is that what I think?
Hold on just a moment. Bobby Lashley's in the ring. Bobby Lashley just planted Samoa Joe.
You gotta be kidding me.
Tyler Breeze slouches over, cover hooks the leg. And he got him. Tyler Breeze with a win over Samoa Joe, thanks to Bobby Lashley.
Man, oh man, I'll tell you right now, that is not gonna sit well with Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe was moments away and appeared from victory. There you see Bobby Lashley leaving the scene of the crime.
Here is your winner, Tyler Breeze.
And now they're celebrating together. Oh, Joe ain't gonna like this, not at all.
Fans will be back with more action here on Smackdown. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back, and Baron Corbin is back as well.
Yeah, and he's got a live mic. Let me tell you people something. When I came to this company 6.5 years ago on NXT, I showed everyone what I was capable of. I was the lone wolf. And then the powers that be thought they could neuter me. They thought they could keep me in a cage. They thought they could put a crown on my head and make me dance around and be their king. Well, things have changed. You see, when you try to cage a wild animal, he may look tame. He may look just like your favorite pet. He may even eat from your hand. But the minute you trust him, that's when he bites. I am not in a cage anymore. I am not your king. I am not a corporate flunky. What I am is the lone wolf. And for everyone in that locker room, you better be paying close attention. The days of the corporate Corbin are over. What you better worry about today is the new and improved, the true lone wolf. I don't need anybody. I don't want anybody. And as I proved earlier tonight, I can beat anybody. Starting today, the king is dead. Long live the lone wolf. Powerful statement right there by Corbin. I like it.
All right, fans, we are back, and it's time for some more one-on-one wrestling action here on Smackdown.
Well, you talk about things that have been busted up around here. Cesaro and Sheamus now split up to different brands, and they're on their own.
That's right, Cesaro now joining the Red Brand. He's on Monday Night Raw. And Sheamus here on his own, one-on-one competition, but a former world champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Well, to your point, yeah, Sheamus is a former world heavyweight champion on 2 different occasions, but the reality is this. It's been a long time since he's had a title run.
Well, that may be true, but tonight is an opportunity for him to get right back on the bicycle, as they say, and start that singles career to the top. And if he's able to beat this man tonight, it's going to go a long way towards that record.
Yeah, well, he's not going to have an easy task because there's another guy coming out here who's part of a tag team. Former tag team champion, as a matter of fact, so it ain't going to be an easy run for him neither.
The Celtic Warrior Sheamus now, as there go the glasses and the jacket. And here comes his opposition.
And his opponent from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 220 pounds, John Morrison.
John Morrison, I love this guy. He's so much fun to watch in the ring, man. He does all kinds of crazy stuff that you just never seen nobody do before.
Indeed, he was the man who brought parkour style to the world of professional wrestling, and now you see other people trying to emulate it.
Yeah, some are good at it, some not so good at it. And one of the things about parkour style, you better know what you're doing, because you make one mistake and could be your last match. You'd never catch me doing none of that stuff, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, there's enough ways to get injured inside of a professional wrestling ring. I don't know that parkour necessarily has to become part of it for the average person, but John Morrison uses it very effectively, and it has helped him many times.
Yeah, like I said, it works for him. Styles make fights, that's what they say, right? Well, you hear the crowd talking to Sheamus, saying you look stupid.
Sheamus just came across the ring, though, and not once but twice assaulting Morrison.
Well, it's a wrestling match, Cole. What do you think was going to happen? They were going to dance?
And now Morrison fighting back. Not going to be a wrestling match, obviously.
Yeah, I never really thought it would be. Sheamus not a big wrestler. He's more of a brawler. Hey, he's Irish. What do you expect, man? Some of the greatest Irish wrestlers. Look at guys like Fit Finlay, and they all like to get in there and mix it up a little bit, so to speak.
And now Morrison across the back, but he drops down and just drives the back of the head of Sheamus into the canvas.
The referee might want to check on old Sheamus right there. He seems to be a little bit more hurt than normal.
And now Morrison driving them down into the canvas. Roundhouse kick finds its mark. Morris now off to the top rope. Oh, and he caught him with a moonsault.
Yeah, that's one of those moves that, again, I wouldn't be doing it, but who am I to say? Morrison seems to have a good time with it.
And now the missile drop kick connects. Morrison up there one more time. Big elbow, and it hits the mark. Morrison goes over for the cover, hooks the leg, it's one. He gets two, and he almost got him.
Damn, that was pretty close, and that's early in the match.
Nice move right there again, and Morrison, since being jumped at the beginning of the match, has had a lot of things going his way.
He hits that moonlight drive, and it's going to be a short night for Sheamus. You know, we talked about trying to get on the winning streak. This is not the way to do it.
And now another springboard attack, and the knee striking Sheamus right in the head.
Can we please have quiet?
Now what?
That's The Miz. It's his tag team partner.
And now Morrison, I don't know if he's calling him down to the ring or telling him not to come. I can't tell.
Morrison's doing pretty good all on his own. I don't know.
There's the Irish whip to the ropes, now back down again. The former tag team champions, as we mentioned earlier. Wait, look at this. What is Sheamus doing?
Well, right now it looks like he's getting out of the dodge. I'm not sure what he's thinking.
Now John Morrison out there and throwing the big right hand, but it's blocked by Sheamus. Ducks it out. And now from behind, belly to back suplex.
It looked like Morrison had an idea, but then he thought the better of it.
And now Sheamus, knee to the midsection. He's in trouble. And now Morrison, what's he going to do here?
He's got him in that tarantula hole. That's something we used to see Tajiri do. There's some fond memories.
Big right hand to the midsection, and now Morrison slides out the back door. Morrison, nice move right there.
And this could be trouble.
And there's the splash. He caught up with the senton. Morrison hooks the leg. Will that be it? No, Sheamus managing to get a shoulder up.
Yeah, Morrison wants to know where's the 3 count. And I'll tell you right now, I thought he had it.
Morrison with the wind up, and now he cradles him up. Shoulders are down. Sheamus just barely able to get off the canvas.
Morrison, nice move, Salt. He nailed him.
And again, hooking the leg this time. 1, 2, and that might be it.
Sheamus keeps finding a way to get that shoulder up, but it's just barely. I'm still trying to figure out why Miz made an appearance here in the middle of the match.
Well, again, they are the former World Tag Team Champions. Morrison now trying to prove that he's able to go on his own, and he's doing a great job right now with Sheamus. Oh, the referee just got taken out.
Yeah, referee took that one hard. He's in trouble.
And one more time, Sheamus being stretched in the corner.
Nice reversal right there. Sheamus was ready for it. He was waiting, and then when it came, he was ready to adapt, and he did.
And now Morrison getting back as the crowd continues the chant of "You look stupid."
I don't think Sheamus is going to like that too much.
No, he definitely won't. Now into the turnbuckle he goes. Boot to the midsection, he's down, and here it goes, the Moonlight Drive, boom! He caught it.
And that should be all she wrote for Sheamus tonight.
No, he still manages to kick out.
Man, Morrison's got to be wondering what the hell I got to do to this guy. I've hit him with everything I got.
Back heel kick finding its mark. Morrison, there's the big elbow again. And he hooks the leg. And gets the win. John Morrison had to work for that one.
I'll tell you what, though, it's a very impressive win for John Morrison. Since coming back here to the WWE about 6 months ago, first thing up, he manages to get the tag team titles with Miz. Now he's on to a singles career, maybe. Who knows?
And you see him pulling back on that leg for the 3 count. Tremendous victory, ladies and gentlemen, for John Morrison in one-on-one competition. When we come back, we're going to get to see the television title defender. We don't even know. We know Andrade's defending. We don't know who he's fighting against yet.
Hey, look who's joining us. It's Mr. McSham.
Michael, how's it going, buddy? Hey, you got to get busy. Go, go, go. What am I doing? You've got an interview to conduct. All right, I can get used to this seat. My boy, Taz, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Wouldn't miss this for all the money in the world. Michael Cole is going to be hosting a brand new show he just found out about called Cole's Corner. We're going to see just how good Michael is at his job. We're going to throw him someone to interview. Cold.
Cole's Corner. I love it. I love it.
All right, Mikey, don't let me down, buddy. Come on. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I just found out that this is the premiere episode of Cole's Corner, where I will be interviewing someone who I won't necessarily know who it is until after. So, yeah, I don't know who my guest is yet, but we're going to find out together. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce the first guest on Cole's Corner and see if he would do me the justice of coming on down right now for this opportunity.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, I'm guaranteeing you he didn't see that coming.
Is he really here? Oh my God.
I sure as hell hope so. That's what this is all about.
You really got it in for him, don't you?
You know, he annoys people.
So you're Michael Cole. Well, brother, you just had the opportunity of a lifetime, man. Your first ever episode of Cole's Corner, and you got Hulk Hogan, one of the biggest stars in the history of professional wrestling. So, what you gonna do, brother?
First off, I want to say it's a true pleasure to have you. You are the icon. You are the legend. You are the immortal one, Hulk Hogan. I've got a question for you. There was talk that you were going to come back at WrestleMania this year and have your last match in the WWE, and things didn't work out that way. Are you officially retired, or will you have one more match?
Well, man, things didn't work out the way I expected them to. There's no doubt about that. But I thought you were going to ask some hard-hitting questions, man. I thought you were going to be like the Rona Barrett here in the WWE. But I can see you don't have that in you, man. This isn't Piper's Pit after all, brother. I've been on Piper's Pit.
All right, you want hard hitting? I'll give you some hard hitting. You were banned from this company for over a year and a half for using words that we can't repeat here. Have you truly gone back and changed the way you feel about people? Or are you just putting on an act to get back on program?
Let me tell you something, brother. I might just as well. You want to know if I'm going to have one more match? I might have one more match with you. You keep talking to me like that, brother, and I'll show you what Hulkamania can really do to a puke like you.
Listen, I'm not here for an altercation. You wanted tough, hard-hitting questions. That's what I'm offering you right here. This is Cole's Corner, and it's not going to be easy. I can promise you that. You know, you had your whole personal, private life, your family paraded across television for reality TV, trying to get your daughter a singing contract. And how did that work out?
Let me tell you something, brother. You're crossing a dangerous line right now, man. I don't care how big you are. I will Richard Belzer your ass all around this arena. So I suggest you take a very cautious tone with me before I do something about it.
Well, you talk about Piper's Pit. Rowdy Roddy Piper, you and he didn't always see eye to eye. But at the end of the day, I believe you had a mutual respect for one another. Would you agree with that? Never mind, don't answer that. Here's what I'll tell you. As far as I'm concerned, I was thrown out here with no notice, didn't know who I was going to be interviewing, and then you wanted tough questions, so I gave them to you. So now I'm going to tell you this. If you can't handle it, don't come into Cole's corner.
Damn, Cole's standing tall.
Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Television Championship.
All right, TV title match. I'm going to stay. I gave Mikey the rest of the night off. I'm having some fun with this.
Well, take a look at this right here. There's your challenges for the TV title.
The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, is accompanying Curtis Axel down to the ring. DiBiase came out to kick off Smackdown Live tonight. He said he's going to pull strings. He has. And he is now the benefactor of Curtis Axel, which gives him a lot of pull.
Yeah, well, you know what you say, money talks, and DiBiase's got a lot of it.
Well, that should also even things up a little bit. Andrade, of course, as you see, Zelina by his side has that distraction that is Zelina. Helped him get the TV title.
Yeah, but let's give credit where credit is due. Maybe it did. But he put it back up on the line just 24 hours ago in a steel cage match. And came out on top once again. And Zelina was nowhere near that one.
Well, indeed, he did manage to pull off the victory over Dolph Ziggler in the return match, and hard to say if Dolph's going to get another opportunity. It's also hard to say if this might not be the last title defense for Andrade. And again, Andrade was a two-belt holder for a very brief period of time.
Yeah, well, heading into Money in the Bank, he had that and the United States title, but the title's gone for the U.S. title. It went over to Apollo Crews, and then it went over to Raw. Well, maybe that's best, though, for Andrade. You got to see somebody else dancing with your favorite girl.
Zelina now escorting Andrade down to the ring. And there is the television championship. It'll be defended a minimum once a week, although it's been a lot more thus far.
Yeah, since being unveiled, I think that thing's been pretty much defended on each and every television episode.
Oh, Curtis Axel from behind. And Zelina's still in the ring.
The belt just went sailing. Look at this. Well, it's a new Curtis Axel. This ain't no B team.
Man, he is lighting them up with those chops.
Andrade gonna head outside the ring. Probably a smart move.
The television championship is on the floor ringside right now. Drop kick takes him down, and you see Ted DiBiase fired up outside the ring. One of the many things that 2K20 offers us. Put DiBiase in as a manager attire, and yet he's not in manager attire whatsoever.
Yeah, 2K20, they got their own little personality quirks.
Nice move by Andrade, but no, it backfires on him as Curtis Axel takes him all the way over. Northern Light suplex, nicely done right there. Come on, man. Get this done, get this done.
Oh, he plants him face first. Nicely done by Andrade.
Well, you know what? You don't become the TV champion by accident. You don't maintain it by accident. Will he be able to do it here tonight? That is the question. Nice move right there by Curtis. Axel sucks him in. Gets him to make him think, drop his guard a little bit, thinking that he's got things in control. Look at this. Oh, I thought he was going for the roll up with the trunks for a minute there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it. He was reaching down there for a moment, but it was for that power. He needed all that. Now the fireman carry perfectly done right there.
Nice move right there. Axel continues to maintain control of this match. Championship is in danger right now. Irish whip to the ropes, drop down, nicely done. Back out front. Caught him again.
I'll tell you right now, Axel looks like he wants to become the new television champion right here, right now.
No doubt about it, and I think he's getting pretty close to maybe making that a reality. What a drop kick, holy cow. Shades of jumping Jim Brunzell right there. His dad would be proud of that one.
Yeah, that was a beaut right there. No doubt he made him pay the price.
And again, Andrade rolling out. But he's awfully close to Ted DiBiase. Better be careful there.
Nice neck breaker now. The challenger is in control.
Snapmare takes him over. What's he going to do here? Snapping the neck. And that could be the setup. Curtis Axel waiting for Andrade to get back up. This could be for the TV title. We might have a new champion right here on SmackDown. Oh, he planted him. Head first. Andrade's out. Will that be it? We have a new television champion.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you defend the title on multiple nights. Who knows how much that steel cage took out of him, because Andrade really never got out of the blocks tonight.
Here is your winner and new Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel is the new WWE television champion. What a difference a night makes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on the Nation Network for SmackDown. For Taz, this is Vince McSham. We'll see you next week.